It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC East. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Foles. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Up the middle, Murray. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead anticipated this type of situation. Already down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. Oh, what a move. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Foles. He's got Jeffrey. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. 2nd and 5. Able to hit his target lane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On the delay, this is Murray. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it.
He's got room to roam.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. First and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They give up the gut for Murray. Bust through the tackle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case,
evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll look to throw here.
Finds Pickens out right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And that is incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the... And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go with Murray again.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Braden Narvison out for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down and a yard.
37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Able to fight through one tackle. Powering forward. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Foles.
The 16-yard line.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Foles. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And they can't bring him down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Narvis's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa, a big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll host the Washington Commanders. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Foles. This is Smith with the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Murray with a nice move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Room here to run.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Foles fighting through pressure. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Up the middle with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson jostles free.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
on the draw. This is Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into touchdown. Tyler Kroft. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Back to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. On a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
And Bryant has got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Fights loose. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of